France's version of the Oscars is called the César, and its Academy has just released the nominees for this year's award ceremony. And like everywhere around the world, it has been a strange year for cinema for France, with movie theaters closed here for months. France 24's film critic Lisa Nesselson joins me now to break it all down for us. Hi, Lisa. Let's start with this year's César nominations. It looks like 3 films have swept most of the nods. Tell us about them.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, but a lot of films are up for awards. The 4,291 members of the Cesar Academy eligible to vote will be choosing from 5 titles as best film. But the one with the most nominations is called Love Affairs in English. The original French title translates as The Things We Say, The Things We Do, which gives us a better idea of what it's like. It's a delightful ensemble piece which gives a lot of French actors a chance to shine. Very intricate, very enjoyable. Next up with 12 nominations is Bye Bye Morons, Adieu les cons, written and directed by Albert Dupontel. This is a dark, dark comedy about how you can work hard and be honest and dedicated and still get completely screwed by society. And in that, it really reflects a lot of contemporary French concerns. And it sold lots of tickets, over 700,000 in the 8-day window it had in theaters before the second lockdown cut its career short. And then with 12 nominations, the very prolific François Ozon, I think this is his 19th, possibly 20th feature, Summer of '85, adapted from a British novel from over 4 decades ago, which he made into an extremely French story about 2 very young men who fall in love and what happens in the 80s. So with a very 80s score and a lot of energy about young romance. But the other 2 films up for best film are My Lover, My Donkey, and I, written and directed by Caroline Vignal, and that has 8 nominations. It's a crowd-pleasing, bittersweet comedy about adultery and the great outdoors. And then the documentary by Sebastian Lifshitz, Adolescence, with 6 nominations.
Lisa, you mentioned that 8-day window. How have members of the Academy even been able to see movies? Of course, this is coming at a time when the French film industry, like industries all over the world, have really taken a hit.
Well, if you believe the students I had years ago at the French Film Academy, FAMIS, maybe they don't watch the movies. Maybe they just vote for their friends and against their enemies. I was shocked to hear that. I'm sure everyone does what they're supposed to. They have been arranging screenings, of course, following health protocols in cinemas throughout lockdown. And of course, the streaming availability is considerable for members. They had 125 films to see this year, which is only a third of what's usually available. So you can say that the burden of sitting through their colleagues' movies was easier than usual. And I admire the French level-headedness about awards. It's something that they take seriously, but not too seriously.
Lisa, thank you for that. France 24's Lisa Nesselson. And the awards ceremony will be held March 12th at the prestigious Olympia Theater here in Paris.